Hey everybody, Shandy Longcore here with Embracing Imperfections. You might remember me. I came to your school because I'm a suicide prevention speaker and mental health advocate. Or maybe you don't, because I was scheduled to come to your school, and obviously with the schools closing and the pandemic, that's going to have to be rescheduled. But I wanted to reach out to you all and kind of revisit a couple things. You might remember my story. While it's sad, I've been blessed with a bunch of takeaways from it. So when I was 10, I was suffering from likely a mental health issue and not feeling loved and not feeling pretty. And I landed myself in a really bad day and ended up trying to take my life in a very dramatic way via gunshot wound. And I'm blessed to be here. And I'm now sharing my story. Any school, any business that will have me, because I like to share what those takeaways are. So if you've heard me, I want to review those. And if you haven't, hopefully for both of you, that hopefully this helps, because I wanted to check in with you all, because this is hard, right? If we're being honest, this is hard. And I'm someone that does a pretty darn good job doing self-care. I'm very aware of the mental health strategies that help me. And I'm having to work. I have to work at it, right? It's not just something I wake up and I'm like, woo, let's go, So I guess I wanted to reach out to you all and revisit those 4 takeaways. All right, so first one, as cliche as it might sound, is talking. And yeah, I know, right? That Shandy lady, she keeps telling me to talk. Well, let's think about this. You've probably already done this with a friend of yours, is talked. And I have a feeling when you hang up that phone or that video conference or that FaceTime, if you analyze yourself, you do feel better. So I just wanted to revisit the idea of talking to your friends or your school counselor, or if you need it, there's a 1-800 suicide prevention hotline and or a texting line of 741-741. Talk. Okay. Second one, getting through the millisecond. For me, it literally took me a millisecond to go from wanting to die to wanting to live. Like, it was like that, and I was groveling for my life. And I share that now, again, that in encouragement, right? That you can get through that millisecond. I also want to just provide some logic here, because that seems to help a lot of people that might be struggling, and to just kind of center ourselves. So I want you to fast forward for a moment, I don't know, 20, 30, 40 years from now, and visualize being that person and being that age, and you're looking back and you're sharing with someone what it was like to live during this time. What do you highlight, right? Do you highlight how you had to get creative at the grocery store? Or do you highlight how we had to find toilet paper, of all things? Or do you highlight those relationships that grew during that time, or how you grew during that time when things the to-do list kind of quieted down? I don't know. I think it's interesting when we fast forward like that when we look back, we realize it really was a small amount of time when we zoom out to all of our years in life, okay? And no, it doesn't feel short right now. This feels like it's going to last forever. But let's do that zoom out to logic. This is, while it feels long right now, it's actually a short amount of time in our life. And sometimes just having that logic helps, right? Okay, third takeaway, mental health strategies. When I'm at schools, I have you all brainstorm what are some everyday mental health strategies that help. And I reviewed those recently, and I find it interesting that most of what you shared, you can do right now, even though our stay-at-home orders and social distancing is happening, because there are things like exercise, eating right, walking in nature, journaling, listening to music, being with our pet, reaching out to friends, talking with friends, meditation, and things like that. Those are all things we can do. We just have to take the first step and to get started. And that's kind of why I wanted to reach out to you all, is like, get started with some of those things if you're not already, okay? What helps me is the Mel Gibbons theory. It's the 5-second theory. You literally just count backwards from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 1 is go time. Like no choice, gotta go. It might even be just getting out of bed, right? And I'll add to the mental health strategies, and I know this might sound a little bit silly, and I've been one to not do this till like 2, 3 in the afternoon, and I'm like, why did I do that? Is showering. I know it sounds crazy, right? But it does help me get going and get focused on my initiatives of the day, right? Okay. Let's see. We talked about getting through the millisecond, mental health strategies, and the last one is the power of one. I love this one. Do not forget the power that you have, right? This is kind of crazy to be able to make this statement, but I cannot think of a better time in your life than now to reach out to someone, right? Whether it's in a really super creative way or a text or whatever it is, now is the time to be someone for somebody else. Because, right, this is tough. If we're being honest, there are moments, right, we're figuring it out, but this is tough. And when someone reaches out to you or some fun initiative happens, it helps, right? So another fun initiative, go ahead and check out Embracing Imperfections, my Insta page or Facebook. There's a fun bucket filling option for you there. So check that out. Also, before I leave my time, I have kind of just a couple last things with you. One is a shout out to the seniors. I feel for you all. And by the way, I've actually kind of somewhat been through this. When I was in 6th grade, my school ran out of money and we shut down early. And I remember feeling bad for the seniors towards the end of it was in March. And I remember t-shirts, them creating t-shirts, something along the lines of like class of 11 3/4 because they didn't get to finish their senior year. And I guess I hope you all are doing fun, creative ways to celebrate your senior year, but I just wanted to give you all a shout out. And just encouraging you all to fight your way through this, right? This can be a battle, right? And I'll leave you with this concept that's really, really helped me. And it's the idea of, are you the thermometer? Are you the thermostat? As we all know, a thermometer is reactive, right? It reacts to the matter of the given environment that it's been put in. But a thermostat creates the environment, sets the tone, sets the temperature, sets the vibe and the culture. So when you think about that in your household, in your day-to-day life, in your interactions with people, are you the thermometer and you're reacting to it? Or are you the thermostat setting the tone, right? And obviously, I'm here to challenge you all to be more thermostat-like, okay? All right, so again, Shandy at Embracing Imperfections. I hope you're all doing well. I'm thinking of you. Take care, okay?